Hey, so what's going on? Working on my truck today. Sorry I'm doing this with my phone. I had to put a timing belt in it, but I thought that I would do a little wiring on it for my trailer. And I got the winch on the trailer over there, and I'm always having to pull out this giant wiring harness, hook it up to the battery, and then run it back down. So I put those wire clamps on this end down here. And got the circuit breaker, and got enough wire run down, and just put some. These are temporary connectors for now. Like I say, I'm going to order me the ones that I really want, that I use on my trolling motor, because I really like those. But yeah, it turned out to be a clean installation there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to actually run a wire under the truck and put a 50 amp circuit breaker in it, which is what the trailer takes. I actually contacted the trailer company, and they told me that that's what it was, because there wasn't anything on it in the instruction manual, and there's nothing wrote on it. It's basically just a box. So anyway, I bought this. Well, let me show you this. I got me some clamps, and I'm gonna make it so that I can clamp it instead of just attaching it straight to the battery, just to make it a little easier. And I ran this wire down. Kind of hard to see, and I haven't actually attached this to anything yet. I'm kind of keeping it loose at the moment until I get everything final at the back. But this is the circuit breakers that I've been using on my boat, and I really like these. It's got a little switch on it. Just push it down to engage it, pop it to take it off. It's got a little brass piece in there, so it takes two wire sizes. If you need a bigger gauge wire, you just take that brass piece out. I've never had any problems with them. They actually work, because I actually had one blow on me in one of my older videos when I was out on the water, and probably saved my trolling motor. But yeah, so once I get this thing going here, what I'm going to do is I can't remember which end I have on my trailer, so I'm going to have to finish up at home, but at least I got it on the rack anyway, to where I can run the wires. Makes it a little bit easier. So once I get it back in the air, I'll show you how I got the wire laid out. So hey, I'm up under the truck now. Just wanted to show y'all how I got this wire run going all the way to the back. Luckily I had a couple of clips that I used for when I did the wiring on my trailer, and because at the back there's not really a whole lot of places to wire tie anything. But yeah, just show y'all kind of what I did. Here we go. Let me turn you around. I got the wire coming from up there, and these are the wires for the evap system on this truck and the fuel line. And I just kind of run it right along that and zip tied it all the way down, run it up under this piece here, and I don't really like that. I'll have to figure something out there. I gotta bring it up more. Yeah, I don't like that right there. But yeah, I just kind of got it out of the way of the suspension and everything. This is one of them clips that I had from my trailer. I put one there and there. I got one there, and I run it on my bar there. And I'm gonna come out, and this is kind of where I'm gonna have my connector, just kind of hanging out right there. So yeah, I still got some left over, which is cool, because I think I'm gonna need that strip to put on the trailer to extend it from where it's at. So yeah, once I get the connector on, I'll bring you back. I'm gonna let the car down now, and I'll show you the truck. I'll show you what I did up top. So I ended up, I was originally gonna put clamps on these so I could remove them, but the clamps that I had were really cheesy, and when I went to stick them on the terminals, they bent. So I was like, well, screw that. So I had some eyelets and just put them on there, a little shrink wrap on the end, and I figured that I'll just leave it in the off position, and whenever I use it, I'll just go up under the hood before I leave and just make the connection there. So yeah, I kind of run it. You can see there, not rubbing on anything. Made sure that down there at the bottom where the steering bracket is, you want to make sure that you don't go rubbing on that when you're turning the steering wheel. So yeah, something else knocked out that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Hey there, I was going to put these connectors on and wanted to show y'all something that I got. I actually put it on today when I was doing this. I forgot that I had it. I bought it from Harbor Freight. But ever since I had this boat and trailer, the first one, my John boat, the hitch in this thing rattles all the time. Even when I'm like just driving it down the road, you can hear it rattling. It's getting on my nerves. Well, we was in Harbor Freight one day, and a friend of mine was like, hey man, you need one of these things right here. And they had one right there on the wall. And this is what it is. Check it out. It's Hall Master Anti-Rattle Hitch Tightener. And it's pretty simple. Stainless steel, powder coated plate. That's what it looks like. It goes on there, gives you instructions on how to do it. It's pretty simple. Takes a 19mm nut, just wraps around the trailer, your receiver, tightens it up, no more rattle. Isn't that the beans? Alright, let me get these connectors on and we'll be done with this truck for today. So I got my little connectors soldered on the end of my wires. The next, this piece goes on it, but I'm waiting for it to cool down before I stick them in there because this is plastic and it's still a little warm. But got me some connectors on there. Just check my voltage, make sure everything's good, and we are good. Yeah, let's go up here and make sure that the circuit breaker actually works. Push the little button there, and we should have 0 volts back here. And we do. All right, good deal. Alrighty, so I got my connector on. I really like these things here. You just solder them and then you just shove them in, and it's got a little lock. And you can see that little plate on the bottom right there. There's a little indent in this piece right here, and it locks in, and if you ever have to take them out, you can take a screwdriver and push that plate down and they just pop right out. So there we go. All I got to do is run a wire from my trailer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap this right on around here for now. Stick it right down here in that little hole. Yeah, so cool. All right. So hey, finally getting around to finishing this thing up. I had just the right amount of wire to finish this job, and got it all hooked up, wired in. Let's see if it works. Got my little remote here. Yep, there we go. Works like a charm. So yeah, now I don't have to drag that wire out every time that I want to use it. And this is going to make things a whole lot easier down at the boat dock when I do have to use the winch, which the past couple times I haven't. So yeah, alrighty. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope this helped you out in some way.